Good morning, wonderful people. Welcome to my channel. We're talking about the moon sign compatibility between partners in a relationship. Now we come to the Cancer sign. We finished with Gemini the last time around. Now we come to Cancer sign. In the Cancer, the last pada, the exalted pada of Punarvasu Nakshatra comes Cancer to Cancer, natal to Navamsha, as well as Pushya and Ashlesha, which is the heart of Cancer. Whenever you see these kinds of zodiac signs where there are only Devganas and directly to Rakshasaganas, these become very mysterious signs, right? For example, even I think in Libra, you have got two Rakshasaganas and one Devgana. There is no Manusha in between, you see? So both Libra and Cancer are very mystical signs in this respect, and so is Scorpio. It has got Anuradha, Vishakha, and Jyeshtha. Just a side note there, observation. So, Scorpio, Libra, and Cancer are very mystical signs. And we can do a lot more analysis of that, but let's not deviate right now. We have Moon in Pushya Nakshatra. We are talking about Pushya Nakshatra, Moon sign compatibility. So, in Cancer, if a man or woman's Moon is in Pushya Nakshatra, it is of course compatible with Pushya. That's the first level. The third sign from Cancer would be Virgo. So in that, the compatibility would be the moon sign of the partner in Uttara Falguni or Hasta Nakshatra, right, in Virgo. Dominantly Hasta Nakshatra because Pushya is also Devgana. So Devgana compatibility is very good. Uttara Falguni in the next half, so to speak, right? In the next level of compatibility. Another level of compatibility for moon in Pushya Nakshatra for a man or woman would be in the sign of Libra, which is fourth from Cancer. This would be a good one because Pushya Nakshatra is all about Brihaspati. It's all about the teachership, leadership and teaching. Brihaspati is the teacher of Devas. It's ruled by that. So they're all about teaching. They have got a theme of spouse neglect. We shall see that when we come to the next slide. For now, let's just see the moon compatibility. So the moon in Pushya for the man or woman, and the moon in Swati Nakshatra in Libra, because that's the only Devana. Make sure this is not going with just because it is Libra with Chitra or Vishaka. No, that won't be pretty sight at all. Okay. So we're talking about Swati, man or woman, in Libra, and Pushya Nakshatra, man or woman, in Cancer. That's the second level of compatibility. The next one would be the seventh sign from Cancer. The seventh sign from Cancer is Capricorn. In that, there'll be two compatibility factors there. Shravana Nakshatra, which is good, which is the better one. Uttara slightly better. So Shravana Nakshatra and Pushya, because they both are gurus in their own way. Funnily speaking, Pushya Nakshatra has the problem of spouse neglect, and right opposite is Shravana Nakshatra, who's being neglected by Pushya. But in Shravana Nakshatra, they have got a challenge of listening to good advice. This person has a challenge of giving advices all the time, but not having their own life sorted. So it'll be a funny kind of karmic relationship. But nevertheless, this is a possible level of compatibility between these two, Pushya and Shravana Nakshatra. Right? The next level of moon sign compatibility between Pushya Nakshatra, man or woman's moon in Pushya in Cancer, and the 10th sign of Aries, 10th sign from Cancer is Aries, as you can see here, right? There it will be compatible maximum with Ashwini Nakshatra. Now, this would be a good sign because Ashwini is an initiator, Pushya is the one who will give advice at the back door, right? So, one is an advisor, one has got the Jupiter strength there, and one is just the initiator. So, they can make a good couple over there. Next level of compatibility will be Bharani because it's a Manushya Gana. That's fine. That can also go there. Okay. The last one would be 11th sign from Cancer, which happens to be Taurus. And in Taurus, it is Mrigashira Nakshatra, which is also good. Mrigashira is a hunter, hunting for knowledge, hunting for calling. Pushya can provide that wisdom. Pushya can provide that emotional connect that this person needs for whatever they want to do in the world. So 1 and 11, Cancer, Moon in Pushya, and on the other side, Rohini or Mrigashira. Rohini is also good. There can be a lot of grounding in the relationship. Yes. The 11th sign. There can also be a lot of good economic prosperity. This is also good. Water supports the earth, right? Cancer is a water sign, Taurus is an earth sign. So water supports the earth, right? So there can be a good support system between husband and wife in this level of compatibility. Now let us see the Pushya Nakshatra intimacy characteristics. What is a Pushya Nakshatra look for in a relationship? How do they associate with intimacy itself? Let's look at that. So Pushya Nakshatra is having these characteristics of intimacy, and main ruler being deity is Brihaspati or Guru, the advisor to the devas themselves. So it's an exalted form of Jupiter. Okay, in Cancer, especially Jupiter, if it sticks around in Pushya, it's a very exalted form of Jupiter. Okay, especially in Punarvasu in the last in Cancer, because it's Cancer going to Cancer from natal to Navamsha. This is going Cancer to Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. Okay, we digress. So Brihaspati, it's ruled by Jupiter. So think traditional. Whenever you think of Jupiter, it's the most traditional planet. Characteristics of intimacy follows this way. Nurturing and caring. They prioritize the well-being of their partners and provide emotional support and stability. This is good. This is good. Because Pushya has a theme of spouse neglect, especially among the other nakshatras. So Pushya people, man or woman, be careful. Strong family values and traditional. They seek partners who share similar values in their tradition and appreciate the importance of familial bonds. So they're all about family. They're all about protecting the family unit. This is what drives them. If you need to connect with a nakshatra, you need to understand their themes. This is the reason why I'm bringing you these series. Responsible and reliable, they take their commitments seriously and strive to create a stable and a secure environment for their loved ones. Good one. Again, it is signature of traditional values in them. They are not unorthodox like Saturn ruled ones, or they are not unorthodox like Mercury or Venus. These are very untraditional kind of people. Pushya, once again, there you go, has traditional outlook. They appreciate rituals, customs, traditions that strengthen the bond between partners. They will go for all this traditional route of marriages, like in India, tie this thread, tie Mangal Sutra, go 7 rounds around some circle. Other tradition may have other things, right? India, everything is very exhaustive set of traditions. You tell me. It's like you do this, you do that, you put this in this direction, that direction. Oh my goodness. They are too OTT about this. Sensitivity and empathy. They have a keen understanding of their partner's emotions and can provide a comforting and supportive presence. They're sensitive, they're empathic. Well, good for them and good for the partner. Fidelity and loyalty. They value trust and expect their partners to be equally loyal and faithful. Once again, we see the traditional mark, the traditional attitude in maintaining relationships. Their idea of intimacy is more on the traditional front rather than on an expansive front. They like to stick to rules, traditions. Tradition is nothing but a bunch of rules, yeah? They're all about good doing, the dharma stuff, right? They are cautious in love. They take their time to build a trust and establish a strong foundation before fully committing in a relationship. So all these characteristics will tell you Pushya is very conservative. If you want to hook up with a Pushya man or woman, you better be conservative also, to some degree at least. At least you need to understand them as a traditional creature, if nothing else. This is the reason why I bring you this. The new energy that is now sitting and going forward on this planet is all about clearing karma at a rapid pace, rocket science, rocket pace, right? It's a very accelerated pace of karmic clearing because Akash of the earth has shifted, and I made videos on the places on this channel. Because of this, there's all these divorces. Because of this, there's people are not taking conscious control or the rudder of their life and stepping out of the karmic hold, so to speak. Either get out of it consciously, which is what this channel is about, or something will be removed for you and you don't sit and cry afterwards. Oh, this happened in my life. This one left, that one cheated, blah, 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 blah. Endless stories. It's not the way it works, folks. You have to take conscious control. You have to understand nakshatra, how each one understands. You have to understand the lasting place. It's all good to have an overnight, one night stand and flings around the place, or have a boyfriend or a girlfriend for a couple of weeks. But you have to spend a lifetime. If you're thinking of a lifetime, it's a different ballgame, isn't it? The first slide showed you that the moon positioning. That's for lasting love. It's not for the 2 minutes in the bed. It's not for the first 2 years of your romance. And after that, everything is routine and boring and yawn. Even when you look at the partner, it shouldn't be like that. Okay, I'm just kidding, but yeah, it's more serious than you think. So understand this, take conscious control of your charts, and let's move on. The next one we shall deal with Ashlisha. Meantime, take care, be safe. So if you observe this chart, like I always take one, first sign, third sign from the zodiac, fourth sign from the zodiac, seventh sign from the zodiac, 10th sign from the zodiac, and 11th sign from the zodiac. That's the compatibility in general for all nakshatras. So now we have come to Scorpio. So if the man or a woman's moon is in Scorpio, the first level of compatibility, because Anuradha is a Devgana, it becomes Shravana Nakshatra in Capricorn. The Shravana Nakshatra is also a Devgana. The next level of compatibility for moon in Scorpio in Anuradha Nakshatra would be the fourth sign of Aquarius and in Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra. Now, this is not the best of combinations, but yet it will work. Okay. The next level of a good compatibility between signs for moon in Anuradha Nakshatra would be the seventh sign of Taurus, which is right opposite to Scorpio in Mrigashira Nakshatra. Now, when two Devganas or two Rakshasa Ganas or two Manusha Ganas are right opposite, if there is a 1-7 relationship, there is magnetic attraction. There is that crazy in love kind of feeling. There is a feeling of this person is my soulmate, this person is my twin flame. You can give any number of these romantic connotations, but essentially there'll be that magnetism in the relationship. And it's a good compatibility because Devgana should match the Devgana. Both of them are searching for something. Mrigashira is searching for constantly meanings of life, higher meanings of life. Anuradha is seeking meaning in terms of love. So both of them can grow in the relationship very nicely. They understand each other at a deeper level. Okay. The next level of compatibility for Moon and Anuradha would be Purva Falguni and Uttara Falguni, which falls in the sign of Leo, 10th sign from Scorpio. The last level of compatibility for Moon in Anuradha would be the Moon in Hasta Nakshatra in the 11th sign of Virgo, as indicated there, right? So Hasta and Anuradha will also be good. Nice humor, nice banter. Devgana matching Devgana. One is a humorous, witty, in-depth person looking for structure in all things. I'm talking about Hasta Nakshatra. Another one is looking for love and kind of being supportive of that. The support can match very nicely there. Now, there's a relationship of 1, 3, 4, 7, 10, and 11 in Vedic astrology, which I will do in the very end. I'm just covering the nakshatras here. Okay. Let us see now the intimacy characteristics of Anuradha Nakshatra itself. Because unless you understand the intimacy characteristics, you're not going to go very far. So, what are the characteristics of Anuradha Nakshatra? Falls deep in the heart of Scorpio. This is a softer, deeper, more intense. Scorpio is intense, but there are nakshatras, right? This is a softer portion of Scorpio. This is a part of Scorpio that looks for higher meanings. That's the meaning of Devgana. It is looking for higher aspects always. Now, in this case, because Scorpio is intent on relationships, Anuradha more so. It's the focal point of Scorpio. What are the characteristics of intimacy? They are intense and passionate. Intense and passionate nature. They invest deeply in their partnerships and seek emotional depth and connection. Like I said, Anuradha seeks emotional orgasm to the peak in order to experience the physical. They come from the emotional to the physical. Think of Anuradha like this in terms of intimacy. They are capable of experiencing and expressing a wide range of emotions, fostering a profound connection with their partners. This is very deep. Okay. This is what makes Scorpio the eighth house, traditional eighth house. It also falls in the root chakra, right? So it is all about the sexual organs. It is all about the orgasm. But Anuradha approaches that point to seeking the highest intensity from the emotional. Unless they make emotional connection, they will not feel they are going anywhere in the relationship. They will just drift away in their life, not knowing what am I doing, because Anuradha is one nakshatra which is very focused on relationship connection. The soul has come to experience that in his lifetime. Just think of it like that. Responsible and reliable is another one. They take their commitment seriously and can be counted on for the support of their loved ones in time of need. Big one in terms of nakshatras. Why? Because Anuradha is also called as the nakshatra of devotion, like Radha. Like Radha was devoted to Lord Krishna. Because Lord Krishna was born in Rohini, which is bang opposite to Anuradha. Think about that. They must have been born under these nakshatras. Krishna is well known, born under Rohini. Right opposite to Rohini is Anuradha. That is why it is called Anuradha, following Radha. Okay? So they are committed people. You can't take the commitment of Anuradha any less in a relationship. They are hardcore in commitment. They will not let go once they take your hand. They are willing to overcome obstacles through challenges to maintain a strong and lasting bond. There you go. They are independent and self sufficient. They value their relationships in independence and self sufficiency. You can't impose on an Anuradha Nakshatra moon. They will rebel against you very strongly. They are Scorpio. They'll come and bite. They appreciate partners who respect their need for personal space and individual growth. So it is individual, yet it wants to go out there and do stuff and be bonded with their partners. They are supportive and loyal. They stand by their partners through thick and thin and offering strong support system and unwavering loyalty. Once again, the loyalty factor of Anuradha comes in. Devotion is loyalty, devoted kind of loyalty. Okay. They value fairness and equality in their relationship and strive to create a harmonious and balanced relationship. They have a desire for spiritual growth, and this part of Anuradha is fairly ignored. They're always looking for something spiritual. They desire for spiritual growth within their relationship. They seek partners who share their spiritual beliefs and values. So not only are they seeking for the depth of and intensity, like I spoke of connection, they're also seeking for spiritual growth and engage in activities that promote spiritual connection. Now, spiritual connection might be a very generic term, okay? But they are seeking spirituality within emotionality and within sexuality. Think of them as points of a triangle. So the Anuradha Nakshatra seeks all of these three things. Okay. So next one, we shall cover whatever comes next. Take care, be safe. As you can see, the first level of compatibility for Uttara Bhadrapada in Pisces is the third sign from Pisces, which now happens to be Taurus, in Rohini or Mrigashira, because Purva Bhadrapada, Bhadrapada, Manushyaganas. All Purva, Uttara are Manushyaganas, just to make it simple. The next level of compatibility for Uttara Bhadrapada is the third sign from Pisces. The moon should be over Nakshatra or Mrigashira or Punarvasu. While the three, well, one is a Manushagana, the other two are Devaganas. The next or the third level of compatibility would be moon in Uttara Bhadrapada and right opposite sign of moon in Hasta Nakshatra or Uttara Falguni Nakshatra. Actually, Uttara compatibility is quite good because they're seeking the similar thing and both are Kshatriya Nakshatras. You can see the playlist on the heart Nakshatras, you'll know what I mean. So the fourth level of compatibility is now the 10th sign from Pisces, which happens to be Sagittarius. And the moon should be over Uttarashada or Purvashada, which both are Manusha. The last level of moon sign compatibility would be moon over Shravana Nakshatra, which happens to be the 11th sign from Pisces, which now happens to be Capricorn. Now, let's get into the intimacy of Uttara Bhadrapada, the emotionally sensitive. Both Uttara Bhadrapada and last one, Revati, are more emotionally sensitive. What a sign. Okay? Let's see what that is. There you have it. The characteristics of intimacy in Uttara Bhadrapada in Pisces. So, what are the rules here? Compassionate and caring. They have a deep sense of empathy. Pisces again. Strive to create nurturing and supportive environment for their partners. They prioritize the needs and happiness of the partners above them. Could be dangerous. We should see more in that. That's a narcissist course which I'm making. It's under production in there. Intuitive and psychic abilities. They may have a deep understanding of their partner's emotions and can pick up on subtle cues and energies. They may be drawn to partners who share their spiritual beliefs and practices, spiritual kind of etc. Emotion on a higher level will be always spiritual, not so much mental, really. That's why all water signs are moksha signs. Think about that. I've spoken about this in the videos. Idealistic and visionary. They may have a grand vision for love and seek partners who share their dreams and aspirations. Sort of a grandioseness of romance, if you want to call it that. Candlelight dinners, fancy wine. They enjoy contemplating deep questions about life and seek partners who can engage them in meaningful conversations. Sensitivity and emotional depth. They may experience emotions intensely and seek partners who can provide emotional support and standing. They may play a transformative role in their relationships, guiding their partners towards their self discovery. I've not seen much of this, but in practice, but hey, I haven't seen million charts. But anyway, check this out and let me know if you have some more Uttara characteristics here. Responsible and dependable. They take their commitment seriously and can be relied upon to fulfill their responsibilities. They value long term commitments and strive to build a strong and lasting bond. Now, these are the general characteristics. Apart from seeing all the Navamsha and the natal other planets and so on and so on, don't go on too much analysis trip. I'm just giving general characteristics in all my videos. Simply because We need to understand in a general context first what the overall energy is of every nakshatra. Yes. Once we understand the overall energy, we are in a better position to guide ourselves to understand the seed. Next one, we shall be dealing with the last nakshatra of Pisces, and that will wrap up our intimacy and relationship nakshatra issues. Okay, take care, be safe.